My name is Amy, and thank you very much for watching. So, tonight we're going to be doing a Twitter space that starts in about 3 minutes. I just wanted to explain some things before I start getting really crazy with all of this stuff. So, my name is Amy. I'm the founder of Banned Books Art, and Banned Books Art is a metaverse gallery that has a theme every month surrounding banned books. And if you sign in, you go to the dashboard. Every month we have a new metaverse, and basically we showcase artists and we advocate for free speech. And tonight for the Twitter space, we're doing an AI artathon, which people from the community, we get together, they give me need to create a channel, and it's called Animal Farm Artathon. So basically, okay, first of all, we're gonna go fast. Info. I've done. My journey bot is thinking. I've done 13,000 images. Oh my gosh. 702. Anyway. We're going to create art. They're going to give me prompts. I am going to do the prompts here in Midjourney, and also, and this is just for like art that goes in weird places that people won't necessarily be able to see well. Like the stuff on the floor here was AI art, stuff in the air over here, like this is PD, but these are AI art up here, and like this was made with AI art, and so was that. This is AI art. Bleh. Yeah. So basically, just helping me make the art gallery not look so bare, and then also we'll take the best outputs from tonight and sell them as NFTs and raise money for the charity, which is it always does this thing where it kicks me out of the room right away. I'm gonna invite people via DM. I don't know. Who should I invite? Oh, why do I always invite her? It's like 3 a.m. her time zone. But yeah, who? I should probably know this. But we can also use a little bit text to image today. Hi Elo, how are you?
I'm doing good, Amy. How are you?
Stressed, but I'm okay.
Stressed? Why are you stressed?
Um, well, okay, so first of all, my company got acquired, so we're switching companies. And then I am doing my tutorial. I'm trying to get my metaverse together. Um, I asked, well, I'm hiring someone to do a giant blog for me so that I can have material to like disassemble and actually, advertise banned books art. And I owe them stuff. And then the last part of the metaverse gave me issues. Um, I want to help you with the homepage because I'm not sure if I'm like being too much or if I'm not giving enough input. It's hard to tell sometimes being a manager, right?
Yeah. So in terms of the homepage, yeah, you can definitely help if you want to. I kind of what I showed you was just me testing the background. I really didn't even do anything there at all. But yeah, I definitely will update you for sure, and I'm gonna go in on Canva and make some stuff and send them to you just to see if you like them, and we can go from there. But in terms of you being stressed, have you been touching grass at all?
You mean petting my cats?
That counts. If you're interacting with live animals and taking care of something, then that's also counts.
Yeah, my cats have loved me more now that it is colder outside. So we're not turning the heat on for a little bit because I need them to like me right now. So.
Do your cats sometimes not like you?
Well, they like me less in the summer because it's hot. And
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I think so I have 2 German Shepherds. Mm-hmm. They are the most needy German Shepherds on the planet, but I love them.
German Shepherds are really smart, high energy, really great dogs.
Yes, extremely smart. My male German Shepherd, he definitely knows how to open doors. They're both really smart, to be honest. My girl can get out of leashes if she wants to. Yeah, there's many things that they can do. And they listen, like they pick up on things so quick. I just have to teach them maybe for like a week, and then they get it. They got it.
So I'm actually looking up because I totally forget, like, what charity is Animal Farm for? We're doing the World Central Kitchen for next month. So
the World Central Kitchen?
Yeah, because it's a very political animal farm. It's like a very political themed because it's midterms, very timely. It's basically about, I should actually pin it. It's about, the metaverse theme is about protest, community, and utopia. So, we're going to be giving people food because politicians will play their game, but people still need to eat. So.
I love that.
I totally blanked on it, though. I was like, what are we doing? And why are we doing it? This is why I need to hire someone to write for me, because I'm like, we're definitely doing things and they're cool. No, seriously.
Yeah, you do need to definitely get some blogs or something out there on some Medium articles.
Yeah, I have a Peak D, which is a blockchain blog. So I just don't like it because I have to log in 3 times to use it, and like 3 different ways. And anything that is between me and logging in is definitely a super hurdle. How are you today, Zeller? How are you settling into things?
Hey guys, what's going on? Hi.
Chilling,
nice.
Vibing.
You made it in here before me, Elo.
Yes, I'm quick with it.
You're quick with it. So I have to tell you, I've been here for 5 days, and I'm living in a totally different world. And I was born and raised in California. I've lived in Pennsylvania and San Francisco, but I just, it's like if I had money, I would have stayed in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like I had to pick a place just to live. And so it ended up being Arizona. But I have to say, right now we're having like a monsoon storm, and I just think it's kind of cool. I'm like, okay, I'm just like living through a storm. I was walking Mama, and suddenly it started raining with lightning. I'm like, okay, that's how it works around here, because I guess the monsoons come all the time. And it's just a different world. The people are different. It's just, but what I'm happy about is that I got internet today. And I kept telling the internet guy, I am so happy you're here. And he's like, dude, you just ordered internet. But
You didn't have internet before?
I did not have internet in my California studio for 2 weeks. And then I didn't have internet here for 5 days. And it was like the most inconvenient thing. I'm not trying to sound like a spoiled brat, but to lug all your shit to the coffee shop, and then they're like grinding the blenders. Like I just couldn't focus. And so today I finally was working on a clip, and I felt I'm back to myself. I guess, I mean, it was really hard to work in the coffee shop, I'm not trying. Oh, do you hear that lightning?
Yes.
Yes, I heard that.
I mean thunder. So there was just lightning. So the lightning strikes first, and then the thunder. So that's what's going on. What about you guys?
Amy just broke. Amy, you sound like you don't want to tell the story again.
I mean,
That was a hashtag exhale. Hashtag exhale on that one. Hashtag sigh. What is going on?
I feel like people are going to get really tired of me explaining what the hell is going on with my life, because it sounds more dramatic than it is. Like, a lot of this I've put on myself. Like, I am unhappy about the fact that my company told me last week that they got acquired and that they're essentially going to pay everyone about $5,000 less with all the benefits and everything. So I'm like, okay, so instead of giving me my raise, you're just going to pay me less money. I see how it is. So I'm very, very motivated to go through that Solidity course, because there is a lot of money in Web3 grants, and I want to get grants for Banned Books Art and like my actual company, Art Advocates Incorporated, and so that I can do this full time, or at least not be stressed about my work, and then also to hire people to do things like like if I get a $10,000 grant, I might not be able to go full time, but I can actually hire an intern, or start doing things.
You can I've applied for a lot of grants before, and I've gotten that. I've especially after COVID, I got a $5,000 grant from one of my art shows, and then I got another like $3,500 from another art show that I was in. So that is a good avenue to go down, especially when you have something good that you can present, and it would be really helpful for you. So I'm glad that you're doing the tutorial. How's it going?
So it's a 32-hour programming tutorial, and the way that they work is, if you're actually doing them, is it takes like 3 to 5 times longer than the actual video. So I am 8.5 hours into the thing. At this point, it's been 135 days, but it hasn't been like 135 straight days. It was like before July, and then I forgot everything. I had to start it over again. But I've been live streaming me going through the video, so at least I'm making content while I'm doing it. And I'm running into like some weird errors that they don't do, because in the tutorials, like, everything goes correctly. So I wanted to show, like, here's what like a senior level person going through this course, how long it takes, what it's like. And I feel it's one of those things where, like, Banned Books Art is on such a tight schedule anyway that, like, you know, just throwing in, oh, I need to now, like, do this for 4 hours a day, and it's like, well, when? Is it during work? Is it, like, on the weekend? Is it, you know, when I'm trying to make the metaverse and I need to get it done? You know, like, it's just, the reason why I didn't do the course before is because of timing. So I guess, well, first of all, I told my work that I'm not working today, tomorrow, and the next day. So like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I am kind of working. Like, I'm going to meetings, but I'm not working. So that gave me time to do more tutorials. But I'm also, like, always stressed about the metaverse until it's done, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Elam.
No, yeah, I mean, Amy, I understand. I've been doing tutorials since June, and they definitely take a long time, especially because you make mistakes, you know, and looking for that error takes a while. So I know how hard it can be to go through that code, and upon all the other stuff you're doing with band books, art, metaverse, and work. Yeah, I mean, I would just say take it one day at a time, and at least try to get an hour in somewhere. You know, that's all that matters. If you do it every day for an hour consistently, you'll get there at some point.
You know, that's such good advice, because I feel the same way, Art. I mean, I feel like I am not ahead of the game. Like, I'm just constantly running around, and I have all these projects in my head, all these things I want to do, and it's like, where am I going to find the time? And it's just a different pace in here that we all have to manage. And you definitely are going to need to hire out at some point with what you're doing, you know, and you know that, and you're taking steps to doing that. But just like Elo said, just one day at a time. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. But I just love being productive, really productive. And I feel like I've just been set back. But now that I have internet, I'm thinking it's better. And I'm so excited to work on your clip, because I just downloaded the content that you sent me, and I just can visualize things that I'm going to do. And I'm finally, you know, I'm sitting on the ground right now. I still need like a chair and a desk, but the fact that I have internet, I feel like I can work better now, you know, and it's just baby stepping towards these things. And I'm going to help you make clips. So that's at least one thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and help you with this landing page.
Yeah. And, like, I really wanted, well, first of all, I think maybe, because Elo and I were working on the Halloween special thing together, and he's taking point on the landing page. And if people are interested in that, I'm making a graveyard metaverse, and we are soliciting rugged projects that we're going to display on the gravestones. And I am making AI art that is that has dogs in it, because we're going to be the charity is going to be a charity that a nonprofit that trains dogs to help people with their medical issues. So people suck, animals rarely do, is the theme of the graveyard. So
I love it. I love it so much.
And then this is the name. Well, this is a potential name, at least. Halloween, like how, and then Halloween.
Ooh, Halloween.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Art, do you mind if I put a picture up of Mama?
Of course you can.
Okay, because Art
How's she
made the
doing?
best. She's doing okay. She's in her basket right now. It's better today. And I'm just grateful it's better, because I need my dog right now. Like all of us need our animals.
Yeah.
But Art made, so I'm going to put my dog up at the top. And I was talking about her in a space today, just going on and on about her. And I thought it was so funny. I'm like, God, I'm like obsessed with my dog. But aren't we all?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with my 2 dogs as well.
Do you have a picture of them we can see?
I do, actually. If you look on my Twitter account, you should see them. Yeah.
Okay, everyone
Okay.
listening, attach pictures of your animals.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll post them here.
So I had to tweet it. What I did is I had to tweet it and then post the tweet to the Jumbotron, because there is no way of just to put up a photo, correct?
Yeah, no, you have to. I'm gonna send you all 2 tweets, okay? Because the first one's hilarious, and then the second one, okay. So I was doing the tutorial yesterday, very focused, and then I looked down and my mom was like, "It is your dad's birthday." And I was like, I guess we're gonna stop live streaming now and call my dad to wish him a happy birthday. So, the first one there is their new puppy, the sheepdog, and he's curled up against the sheep butts, and you can see them in the bubble. Can you all hear me, by the way?
Yes. Okay, wait. I'm trying to go back. So the first one I see is Elo's. So we're talking about yours first. So here we go. I'm going to open up this black and white one. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if you zoom in, you can see there's a puppy, and he's curled up against the sheep. He's a sheepdog.
Oh, he's so cute.
So those are real sheep?
Yes. My parents have a sheep farm, and they brought 3 of them back to West Virginia for the mating season. So they bought a puppy that they're training to guard the sheep. So he's going to be there for like 13 months, and he's going to the farm. So yeah, I'm going to meet it this weekend. So, and then look at my cat, you doing the training with me last night.
Okay. So which cat is this?
That's Megway.
Okay, how do you spell it?
Meigui.
Okay, because that name is so unique. I've never even. Where'd you get the name?
Oh,
I'm interested.
I got my cats when I was in China, and it's Chinese for rose.
Oh, I love it. Okay, because you know I'm going to hashtag it right now, so I want to make sure I spell it right.
EIGUI.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. I'm sorry, I'm hashtagging all the animals because they are part of our brands.
Yes.
I totally believe. So, okay, I'm so excited I'm doing this. And then I'll look at Elo's. I'm just going to comment here real quick.
Hi, Dr. Wu. We are having a slow start this morning. Oh my God, it's 10 p.m. midnight. Tonight. How are you, Dr. Wu?
I'm good. I was in a space and I was asking some questions, so I didn't come right away when I got your message. But interesting thing, I was talking about Zellers today because Speaker Jill was in a chat, and I went in there and I met a few new people, and people changed their PFPs on me, and I wonder, okay, who's that now? But anyways, the thing I said to Speaker Jill, I says, you have a sister in Spaces. Her name is Zellers. These 2 are like twins because you're both so full of energy and always bright, like bright and cheery-eyed to talk to and doing neat things. So Zeller, Speaker Jill, don't you?
You know what? I actually have seen her and heard her, and I've never actually spoken with her. It's almost like one of those things where I just haven't actually spoken to her, but I remember thinking she was really cool. And thank you for the compliment. That's so nice. I take that as a major compliment.
I honestly think you 2 are sisters because, and I mean good way, because you're both very, you're always bright and cheery and cheerful and interesting to listen to. You both like to talk a lot. Well, you see how I threw that in there? That was pretty subtle, eh? But I mean that in a good way. And it's just funny because somebody brought up the little movie clip you did of me while I was in the space, and but it was interesting. How I'm doing today? Not doing too bad. It's raining here. I've been trying to work on some different artwork, just having some fun. I'm looking forward to Amy's project, the Grimm's Fairy Tales, and that's about it. Hey, Flags, nice to see you again.
Oh, so wait, Dr. Wu, when the clip was shown, I'm curious, how did people react? Because I remember when I sent you that clip and you enjoyed it, but I think we also had a conversation about me seeming a little crazy from what I remember.
Well, you know, I probably told you that you were crazy. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, I don't remember anything about crazy. Maybe if I said crazy with you, I would have meant it in a good way, because I've seen your previous clips, and you know, they're all entertaining. You put a lot into it. It's like you put a heck of a lot into it. And
thank you.
And when I was talking about it today, I was telling people, maybe I did say it something like this today, even. And you weren't there, but it didn't matter. I would have said it if you were there anyways. I said, this Zeller is crazy, because she goes around does all these amazing clips of everybody's artwork and their PFPs, and she hasn't even minted anything yet. Until recently, I think you started minting some of those. And but go ahead.
I got mine from her, and I was just saying that. But continue, Dr. Wu.
But no, Zeller is like, you're kind of like, there's several people that really stand out in spaces. People like Amy with her project and her programming, what she's doing. Yourself, you stand out. The Fields, the mad Australian that I love to bug. And it's kind of neat about what he's doing is he's got so many people contributing to it. And then he says to me, like, we've been friends for a while, he says to me today in a space, he says, oh yeah, Dr. Wu, yeah, we haven't talked about you collaborating with us. I said, that's because you moron. We're talking in a space, we talked for a minute, and then you said you had to go for a phone call. So it's all your fault. Of course, I made him feel bad. But I just love, like, there's a lot of people that stand out. It's just not your normal, the PFP projects. Not that they're bad. I just don't have a lot of interest in any of them. I like the one-on-one artists, or the people that are bringing artists together that stand out. And like Amy stands out because she's building her virtual galleries from scratch. Well, Amy, you know artist Jody from the VEC. You know, the British lady?
Probably, if you pointed her out in a crowd, I would know her.
So her husband is Mish, and they usually have, when they hold a space every day, and it's called the VEC. Does that ring a bell? And Jody is British, so you would recognize her English accent.
I was actually in their space today, Art, and they are a couple. So VEC is hosting, and then Jody was co-hosting, and she has this huge gallery going on. I mean, I guess there's 100 and I don't know, I forgot how many pieces she said. But we were also posting our animals to the top. So they have a King Charles Cavalier, and I didn't know that they were a couple. But Jody was amazing. I mean, that was the first time I had really met her. So I don't know. You probably have seen them, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I will, if you go into their spaces, I will make sure that I'll check it out. I have another week or so. I'm intensely taking a training course right now, and so I'm not going to be in spaces so much right before this for the next week. But in the end, I will have a better job, hopefully, or it puts me in a position to have a job that I want. So I'll be much happier and less stressed, hopefully.
Oh, that sounds great, and that's really important.
Yeah, and I talked to someone today that I knew from another startup venture I was involved with before, and she agreed to start writing for me, and Zeller has agreed to start making videos for me, so we're going to really, like, I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure about the October one, but moving forward, we'll be doing a better job of getting it everywhere.
Totally gonna get the October one in because I got internet today. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do promotional films for art, and I didn't have internet the last 2 weeks in California, and then I've been in Arizona for 5 days, and I just got the internet today and downloaded the content that she sent me, and I just know this is going to be such a great collaboration because she's one of a kind, like you're saying. Art is 100% making something that is super stimulating, super inspiring, and I've only made one film for her, but I'll be able to promote her films and make it help people understand what this is all about, because there's so many banned books. It's such a genius concept too.
You know what? I think you guys are going to make a great team.
Yeah.
The only other thing I want to point out, Zeller, is when somebody says, "Hey, I just got the internet today," when you say the internet, you make yourself sound like you're about 80 years old. It's internet, not the. It's like, hey, I bought the internet today.
Oh my God. I don't mind sounding 80. I got the internet today. I mean, I am living with nothing, and I might as well be 80.
So you get do you have a big studio there? Like, you have lots of room?
Okay, so it's a 1-bedroom, so I'm paying half the amount I was in California. Now, in California, the Web3 wall collage was in my studio. So the bed was in the middle, and then I was like looking at the wall every night. So this place, you walk in, the front room I'm dedicating to the Web3 wall collage, and I actually have a bedroom to sleep in. So it's cool. I don't know if you saw the peacock I started, but a peacock is on the Web3 wall collage for Arizona, and it's just it's going to be awesome.
I saw the peacock. It is amazing, Zeller. I love it.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Thanks.
I didn't realize that was in your new place, the peacock. For some reason, I thought, you still haven't moved yet, but you're all moved out and you're in your space. That's good to hear.
Yes, it's good. And Art has been waiting patiently because she wanted to have me do these clips, and it was just this crazy transition, and I'm just excited because I made Streamcatcher's clip, and Art's is going to be next. Like, I'm going to be able to do the film before the art show, so I'm happy about that.
It all sounds good, my friend. Like I said, I can name on, there's not a lot of projects that stand out. Yours is one, Amy's is one, Jody's, that's why Art, I thought maybe you already knew artist Jody. So her gallery, she built from scratch. So I don't think she's so much a programmer. I think she's more using maybe SketchUp, because I think that's the software. And she makes models, and but I'll send you a link so you can go check out the gallery that she put together, because there's a lot of neat little things that she did. And again, she didn't, she could have easily went and used spatial, but she didn't want to do that, so she made hers. But she can tell you more about how she built it. But super lady, super nice couple, her and her husband Mish. I love going in there just to bother Mish. It's the highlight of my day. If I could go in there and bother Mish. Streamcatcher hangs out there. Streamcatcher I met online. And the weird thing, I don't know if you guys know this about Streamcatcher. He's been into the 3D software hardware industry as a writer for many years. Like, we're talking probably a good 30 years. And he's not as old as me. He's around, I think he just turned 53 a couple of months ago. But I probably have read articles that he wrote, because I used to buy the 3D magazines, but I couldn't afford the software or the hardware. But I still loved looking at them and reading them and stuff like that. So I know I read the magazine that he worked for. He was the editor and writer for a few of these magazines. But I probably read his articles, but I didn't know who he was. So we talk just about every day. He's an interesting character. and we talk about all kinds of things, graphics wise, internet, Web3 stuff. But he hangs out in the the VE Center, as they call it. And but Amy, I think you like hooking up with Jody, even just to have a talk. I'll send you the link to her gallery so you can check it out. I've got a couple of pieces in there because Jody kept on bothering me, and I said, you know what, you go pick out 2 pieces and put them in there. So what's interesting is the way she did it is you can actually look at it in the gallery. It's also got the VR capabilities. I could care less about that because that drives me up the wall. I just look at it with my computer. But you can go up to it, and then if you want to buy it, you click on it. It'll take you right to the person's OpenSea or Foundation, whatever site the NFT's on, and then you can buy it. And she's got another one coming up too. But I think it would be cool because you guys are doing kind of similar things, just to meet each other and talk.
I am always down for cross collaboration for the Light in August gallery. Chon was, well, she just had her off NYT and NFC. I always get that acronym switched around, but I put her.
I do too. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, but I put a portal to her gallery in my gallery next to the exit sign. So,
See, that's cool. So you know what would be neat for your October gallery, because Jody does have a portal to. There's a little part that she's got on Spatial. I wasn't quite clear about that. You know that that Sabette collab. I told her about it, and so somehow she got talking to Sabette, and she actually took the Kiku artwork and turned it into a 3D model. So Kiku's actually dancing in one of the rooms in there.
That's really cool, yeah, because he said, like, don't manipulate this in any way, but if she got his permission, that would be really cute.
Hey, Amy, I just wanted to say I have to go because I'm actually going to get on those Solidity tutorials as well. I've had no time this whole day to do them, so I'm going to find some time to get on them. But I wanted to stop by and say hi. Zeller, what's up? I'll see you tomorrow probably. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good luck.
Dr. Wu, we follow each other, but I don't think I've met you yet, but from you speaking, you sound like a very cool guy. Hopefully I see you around some more.
Sorry, guys. My wife was talking to me.
Oh, man. That sucks that I said all that. But it's fine. Okay, guys.
Well, it's nice meeting you too, my friend. I don't recognize your PFP or your name, but it's nice meeting you.
Yeah, I just changed my PFP. That's why. I changed it, yesterday. But yeah, this will be my new PFP, so, and I won't be changing this forever, pretty much. So yeah. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, Halo. So, do you see Mama Fiona at the top?
Yes, that's the picture you sent me. She wasn't
Is it the same one? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was the same one I sent you yesterday.
Yeah.
Dr. Wu, have you seen this picture of my dog?
No, I'm going to take a closer look at it right now.
Oh, cool, because I want to know what you think, what kind of dog she is, because nobody knows. And Art, I loved the AI piece you made out of Mama. What did you do? What were the commands you gave it? Or the prompts?
Pretty sure it was just image weight 200, chaos 20.
Chaos 20? Is that a tool?
And it's a mid-journey thing where basically it's letting it take creative liberties with what's going on. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you just took it and processed it through that and then outputted what you sent to me?
Yes. It's a little
okay,
yeah.
Well, it was so cute, and I thought, well, maybe she could go to the Animal Farm edition. I mean, I don't know. I am in favor of Mama, of course, but I know you love Mama too.
I root for all dogs. They all go to heaven, you know. But yeah, today is not very much an AI artathon because I didn't have time to advertise it, and I'm not sure. I don't think this is going to be a very long space because I've got stuff to do. So
No, honestly, Art, don't feel like you have to hold it long. Get your stuff done, because people will start spaces and then they'll just go for hours. And on Monday nights, that's why I rug the room at midnight, because I'm exhausted the next day. I'm not one of these people that can go 24/7. So when you are ready to,
You guys are right. You know, these people that freaky gets crazy with 17 hours or 4
right.
hours, it's ridiculous. I think if you did an hour or 2 hours, that's lots. Your dogs they're obviously Chihuahuas. That wasn't hard to figure out because I have 3 of them. I had 4, but he was a grandpa. He was 14, and just a few weeks ago he started having some really bad fits, and they got to where he's having them like 5 or 6 times a day, and we didn't want him to suffer anymore. So we had him put to sleep, and I'm not the type of person that likes going into their room when they do that, so it was the first time I experienced it, and it was a good thing because I got to see how gentle and kind, and the vet was really good about explaining the whole process, how, you know, they just make him sleepy, and then they give him something that makes him go right to sleep, and then they actually do the final shot, which, you know, puts him in a better place. And but you know, he was a good dog. We got him when he was 5, and we could tell that he was abused, and we're happy that we were able to give him a good 9 years that we got to spend with him. But we also have his son, and we also have 2 of his grandsons with us right now too.
Honestly, I am sorry for your loss. It's so tough to lose an animal. I'm glad you have 3 others, and I'm glad you have his son. I love your dogs. There's a picture that you've tweeted a few times of the 4 of them. I mean, they're all looking in one direction, but I think they are so funny, and they have a lot of character. I mean, I can't even imagine having 4 mamas, you know, or however long you had them. Did they come as a group, or you got the father and son, and then who are the other 2?
No, we got them, originally we got Gur, the son, and he's named Gur after Invader Zim. Invader Zim's an alien, and he brings his little robot that helps him to Earth, to take over Earth. And he thinks that Gur is the name of a dog, so he dresses his robot up like a dog and calls him Gur. So when we got him, we asked my son, what do you want to call him? And he said, well, we got to call him Gur. And so that's how he got the name. And so we had him first, and then the lady we got him from called us up and said, hey, would you like his dad, you know, for the weekend? Because he got into a fight with her cat, and the cat scratched one of his eyeballs. And we said, okay, sure. And he stuck like Velcro to my wife. And then she called us up and she said, you know what, if you guys want to keep him, I'm not going to charge you anything, because we did pay her for the son. And she says, but I know you guys will give him a good life. And we said, okay, we'll keep him, because we could tell that he was being mistreated. And then she called us up, I think maybe a month later, and she said, oh, can I borrow him for the weekend? Because she would use him as the stud for her like puppy mill that we discovered that she was doing. So, and we said, no, he's ours. And we had enough witnesses that she couldn't give us any hassles about trying to get him back and all that. And like I said, we were able to give him, 9 years, good life. And because at first I couldn't even go near him, because you could tell he hated men. But I just talked to him in a low voice, and I just petted him. And I would call it more. This is something that we developed. I would ask him, do you want more? And he would come to me, and I would, I'd always stay away from his head, because anytime you raise your hand above his head, he would duck. So that's an indication that somebody's been hitting him in the head. So I would just pat him on his back, and he would sit there and he'd love it. And if he was, sitting next to my wife, and if I came around, he'd turn around and lay on his back because he wanted me to scratch his chest. But he was an interesting dog, and like I said, we should have renamed him Velcro because he was attached to my wife all the time. Like, my wife to him was everything. But we have his son, and we have the 2 grandsons, and they all have 3 different personalities. And the youngest one that I named Zazu Buckaroo Bonsai, I never had a dog. My family, all my life, we had tons of dogs, lots of dogs. We love dogs. But I never had one that was autistic. But Zazu is autistic, and he hears any little sound and he just screams. I don't think he'll ever recognize my son in a million years because my son will come downstairs and he starts screaming. So my son has to go, no, it's me. And but he follows me around no matter where I go. If I go for a nap, he comes for a nap. If I get up, he gets up. It's crazy. I never had a dog in my life that followed me around like he does. But I'm also the one that tries to take him and calm him down and talk to him in a low voice, and I pet him and I say, no, everything's okay. But again, I learned to love him because I didn't want him because I didn't want to have another dog, but he's my dog now.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely understand. I mean, it's like I was hesitant to get Mama, and it was my sister and my niece that were like, you can do it, you can get a dog. They saw a dog at that was rescued from the Orange County Kill Shelter. But the one thing with Mama, she had so much trauma that even when I bring out my broom to sweep, she runs away, and I'm like Mama's number one. And I know it was an alpha male because she's scared of alpha males, but she'll bite anybody. She'll bite women and she'll bite men. Do you guys hear that thunder? Sorry, it's the first time I'm going through all these monsoons. Anyway, I was going to say the abuse stays with them, but at least we have such a great relationship and have so much fun. Like, we were meant for each other. But she still carries that abuse, no matter what, she will never get over the broom. And I always think, are they just like pushing him in the corner with the broom or something? And I don't know, the reason her name's Mama is because she had several babies, and he would just have those babies, sell them. And yeah, but it's cool. I love rescue dogs. It's like, there's so much character. And now that dog's following you around. It's like the coolest thing. At least I think so.
I don't want to force Amy to keep her this open for any longer than she wants, but many years ago, my daughter and my wife found a dog just running around outside, and it was Christmas Eve. So they held on to him, and they couldn't bring him into the house because we had our other 2 big dogs, and we didn't know how they were all going to get around. So for 2 hours on Christmas Eve, they stood out there hoping that somebody would come by or drive by calling for a dog. And we called the police and the fire department because it's like, what do you do with a dog on Christmas Eve, right? Where do you take it? Because nothing's open. And we had either a fireman or a policeman said, if you don't find the owner, just call me back and I'll come and get him and I'll take him home for the night. That was the fireman, my wife said. And anyways, so I said to my wife, why don't you start a Facebook group for our city? And I've lost track how many people are part of it because our city is a small city, about 130,000 people, and there's I think last time I checked there might be
22,000.
Okay, she just checked. There's 22,000 people that are part of our Facebook group, and the whole idea is like, you find a dog or you lose your dog, put up a picture. Now you potentially have all the members of the group, looking out for your dog and saying, hey, I've got your dog here. Or cat, or other pets as well. And I used to keep track of everyone, and I used to count and put it on the top, but it got to be so many, and then you get the repeats. The dog that got out of the yard again, that kind of thing happens as well. But the one thing I learned, there's evil people in the world. They think, like, put it this way, this is the kind of evil they are. I love animals. But these people, if they were on the edge of a cliff and they were holding on to a baby and holding on to a dog, and they could only hold on to one, they would drop the baby in an instant over the dog. Now, I love dogs, but I'm not dropping the baby over the dog. And these are the pet Nazis that you learn about. Like, we've been threatened. We've had to call the police on people because we kick people out of the group because they come into the group and they threaten you because you didn't get your dog spayed or neutered yet. And we just tell everybody, we advise them to do it, but I'm not going to threaten you because you don't have it. And like, you find out there's a whole lot of crazy people when it comes to animals. And I think in their heart of hearts, they mean well, but they go about it the wrong way. Like, we'll talk about kidnapping your dog because your dog got out 3 times over the last 2 months. So they're going to come and steal your dog because in their mind, you don't look after your dog because your dog got out of the yard 3 times in a couple of months. Just crazy people. We've tried to give this group to the local Humane Society. They use it every day. They don't want the group. We tried to give it to the city animal division. They use it every day. They don't want it either because of the crazy people.
I like hearing these stories. I definitely do because, I don't know, I just think Mama's just a lifesaver for me. And, you know, Art has 2 cats. And it's like, Art and I have very similar lives. And it's like, I'm so glad she understands my love for Mama as I understand her love for the cats. But so do you. Of course you do with your dogs. But Mama's just, I was thinking today, she's like part of my brand. You know, she shows up in the background of my videos, and she just pops in and out. And
the brown one in the picture and a black one.
Those are Elo's dogs. So my dog is Mama Fiona. She's the one that's sleeping in the basket.
Oh, I saw that picture when I first came in, and I didn't pay attention to the name. Oh, I gotta show my wife.
Oh yeah. And then Art put up a picture of her and her cat. But we need to see the other cat, Art.
Well, according to my condo, I only own 1 cat. So there's that.
There's that. And you also have the coolest window seats for them. I mean, that's the first time I saw you on Discord, and I just couldn't believe those cats had like the Mac Daddy seats on the windows. I thought, she loves her cats, just like I love Mama.
Okay, I just tweeted it, so it should show up at some point when I put it on the thing. Twitter's doing that. Yeah.
My wife loves your little dog. She just checked her out. Kind of similar to our Winston in looks and size.
Definitely similar. Definitely. And just so much character. That's awesome. Tell your wife thank you. And so, Art, what's the name of this cat that you just put up? Is it the same one or is that the other one?
You asked for the other one. This is Mei Mei.
Yeah.
Mei.
Mei Mei.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It means little sister. She's Meigui's half-sister.
That is such a good picture. And now that I click on it and open it up, I can see, but the eyes, my goodness, so focused.
She's very demanding.
Is she the one that like gives you a hard time?
She's
More
very
than the other
vocal.
one?
They both give me crap about different things. Mei Mei is more vocal about 6 p.m. She loves her dry treats, and Meigui is the one that she attacks my feet when it's midnight. She loves her wet treats. So every time people encounter my cats, they give them different nicknames. Like, no one actually calls them their name. But when I was in China, no, that was the wrong thing to. Anyway, when when I was in China, I had my foreigner friend look after my cats, and he renamed Megway Bonkers because when she wants attention, she will hit her head against the wall, and it makes a bonk sound. And then May, he named Black Ops because she's very skittish and very shy, but she loves piggyback rides. So apparently he just came out of the shower and had bent over, and she jumped on his back. And her front paws are deformed, so they don't retract. So it's also very painful for her to give piggyback rides, but they're cute, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
And how old are they?
14.
Both are 14, and then you got them both at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
My friend, it's been nice talking to you. I'm going to take off. I have a space to hit. And always enjoy talking to you ladies. And so we'll catch you all later. But Art, we'll have to hook you up with Jody there because you and Jody would have a lot in common. We'll catch you later, ladies.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thank you so much for coming. I keep inviting Jen to the stage, and I'm pretty sure she's like putting her kids to bed or something.
I'll try it.
Yeah. Hi, Alantrepreneur. How are you?
Alantrepreneur? Alantrepreneur. Or is it AI? Let's see. Yeah. Entrepreneur. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Is he there?
It's maybe AI entrepreneur, but they're either a troll or very new to Twitter because they
Got it.
are following 101 people and have 23 followers.
Got
So,
it. Yeah.
if they can figure out where the how to unmute that, I mean, sure. But I'll hold off on following them until they speak.
Okay.
It might be AI entrepreneur, but
Yeah, I was thinking after I opened it up, I thought it was AI entrepreneur.
yeah. Spaces is kind of a jerk for, I mean, Spaces is kind of a jerk. I didn't really have to complete that sentence. I really was attempting to make this an AI artathon, but like, I kind of need a chill night. So, and it's better to keep your, like, people will eventually know just to come by at 10 p.m. at night on a Wednesday for me. So, Cece's here. Hey Tahir, how are you?
Tahir, are you there? Tahir? Maybe it's all rugging. Or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, at least I can hear you. Cece, how are you? Cece? This is the weirdest space. Like, Dr. Wu was able to hear us.
I know.
Yeah, so you got the internet today, which I always say the internet. It's not. I think it might be an American versus Canadian thing. It's kind of like I say we go to the hospital instead of we go to hospital.
Right.
We like putting articles in front of things, extra words.
Yeah, I've never even been called out on that. I
Yeah.
got the internet today. I got internet today. And I wouldn't even think that's like an older thing. It's just a language thing, you know, because
Yeah.
I think my 15-year-old nephew says the internet, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it until just now when I said it, so I'm just excusing
Yeah.
myself from being like an old fogey. Jen, please tell me you can hear us.
Hello.
Hey Jen, how are you?
There we go.
Good. I accepted speaker earlier, but it's really weird. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but if you accept speaker and you're like not fully in the room, or if you're like leave right after, I swore I hit all the accept things, but I don't know. And then all of a sudden I realized I wasn't on here already. So I really feel like that's very glitchy, but I thought I accepted speaker when I came in the room, so I apologize.
It's okay. I've pretty much given up this being an AI artathon. How are you?
Oh. Oops, that sucks. Sorry. A bunch of stuff just fell behind my table.
That really sucks.
Oh well, I've given up on the house until my kids are older. There is no hope left. It's just looking like every room has like a storage unit type of feel to it at this point.
Get your furniture from Costco, and when they go off to college, then you can get nice things.
Yeah, I have like some stuff from when my grandmother passed away, including these $15,000 couches, and I swear all they do is give me like heartburn because I'm constantly trying to fix them. I just found out that my son took highlighter to one and it didn't notice for a day, so I've given up like on trying to get it out. And yeah, it's not helping me. But I don't have anywhere to put them either. They're so big. I just don't feel like paying for storage at this point. I think they've already been destroyed, even though it's only been like, I guess 6 months or so that I've had them here.
I mean, you didn't pay $15,000 for them, so sure.
Yeah, I grew up in one of those glass houses. Like my grandmother was like, don't touch anything, don't breathe, don't. Like one time I dropped food going downstairs and I was never allowed to eat anywhere other than the kitchen table ever again. I actually wasn't even allowed to like practice cooking. I'd have to go to my friend's house because my grandma would like not want me to make a mess, even though I always cleaned up. So it was a little bizarre, but yeah, so I'm trying not to be like that with my kids. So it's like weird having something of hers in here because I hear her in my head. Like, you're like, don't let them jump on that couch. Go fix that, blanking on the word, whatever the thing is that goes over the side of the armrest so that it, whatever the extra piece of cloth.
I know that has a name, but I know it's like a protector, like the armrest protector, whatever.
Yeah.
See, apparently,
just fixing that.
my grandma, like, she's lovely. Well, she was lovely, but apparently my sister had this pink blankie, and it started pilling and like shedding everything all over the house. So she was like, you know, Kristen, you are always welcome at our house, but your blanket is not. And then my sister was like, I'm never going to grandma's house ever again. And my parents were like, well, with an ultimatum like that, we're gonna have to respect our daughter's wishes.
Ooh. Wow, yeah, I feel like I was the only one who ever pushed back. And my grandmother, like everybody else, like loved all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because you didn't have to be a child through it. You know, for like her kids, but she didn't have all that stuff. So she's like, and I understand that point of view where she's like, I've waited long enough. I've done my time, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it just made it hard because I was also an only child. So.
Yeah. Speaking of animal stories with grandparents and stuff, my grandparents had a Rottweiler that they kept out back that was really, really friendly. But one day, like he went, like when dogs, well, he jumped up on me and he got me by the back of my knees. and I went down, and he was trying to like kiss me and stuff, but like it was very overwhelming. And for like years after that, my dad was like, "Are you gonna go roll around in dog shit when you're at grandma's house?" And I was like, "Dad, that was a little traumatizing. Thank you for always bringing this up for years and years afterwards." Like, the dog wasn't mauling me, it was just I couldn't get away. And he was a very overwhelming and very, like, he needed attention type of a dog.
Sorry, this is the problem with trying to get back to the thing. I was trying to put up a post of my dog, and I couldn't do it fast enough, so I was like, I gotta get myself unmuted so I don't leave Amy hanging. Yeah, that's kind of a family thing, right? They always remember the times that you would otherwise forget, but then because they keep reminding you can't get it out of your brain either. I was trying to put up a picture of my dog playing Monopoly, and people talking about the rescue dogs. My dog was, I'm his fourth owner, and then when I was pregnant with my second son, I did my got updated allergy testing, and the doctor's reading off the stuff, and she's like, severe allergy to dogs, and I'm like, I have a dog. I'm like, is that why my allergy medicine hasn't been working? So like, what are my options? She's like, get rid of the dog. I'm like, I'm his fourth owner. I'm pretty sure like he's not going to get adopted anymore. He's just been through so much. I don't see that. I feel like that'd be basically giving him to the pound, and that would be it. I can't do that. She's like, okay, then don't let him on any furniture and all this. So I feel terrible now because the dog's not allowed any furniture, and he just stays on the bottom floor. But he sheds so bad, and when I'm home, like when I go away and then I come back into the house, my allergies are so terrible that even with him on the one floor, so I feel bad for him. I feel really bad. I don't have any solution though. I don't know if anybody else has ever gone through that, like becoming allergic to. I also became allergic to eggs. That was more recently, but you can get allergies at any point in your life, but like becoming allergic while you have that animal in your house is just very sad.
So my mom is deadly allergic to cats, and my sister is also allergic to cats. And for some reason, my parent I always liked cats, but I also had like dog preferences. But for some reason, on a birthday, they were like, "You're getting a cat, and it's gonna live in the back porch." And I always felt so bad for it. It was like a back porch cat. We had a big back porch, but like, eventually my mom's allergies got so bad that we had to get rid of it. But like, it was the nicest cat. But if they hadn't like driven me to the pound and been like, "We're getting a cat," they could have been like, "We're getting a dog." But like, you can't like have me pick out a cat. I'm holding the cat in my arms, and then my mom was like, "Are you sure you don't want a dog?" And I was like, "We picked out the cat." Like, there's no like, no, now I've picked out my cat.
Yeah, I was allergic to cats since I was really young. Like, I get hives in my throat and everything. But my grandmother would always tease me about getting a dog. She didn't think she was doing that, but she'd be like, "Oh, I found this breeder." She would always wanted to get a Shih Tzu. She's like, "We're going to get this dog, and this is the one, and name it and everything." And then all of a sudden, she'd stop talking about it, and I'd be like, "So when's the dog coming?" "Oh, we're not getting it anymore. I just got the curtains, new curtains, whatever." And she would talk about her old dog all the time. It was called Muffin. It was a big, like, sheepdog. Is that the right name? And she would say, so she'd be like, "Oh, he would always pull at the curtain. So I don't think we should get one right now." And then like a couple of years would go by, and the whole thing would happen again. And I was like a little kid, so I would like buy into it each time. And I honestly think she thought she was gonna get the dog, but man, it's like the worst thing you could do to a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's probably So it's probably better than what happened with my grandma, who towards the end of her life turned into an animal hoarder. And so, like, we went over to her house and we're like, exactly how many animals are in your house? And she's like, oh, only like 15 inside and another 30 outside. And I was like, how do you keep up with cleaning this? And I felt super, super bad for my cats because when I came back from China, I had arranged for them to stay with my friend, but her cat got sick right before I came back from China, so I had to, my grandma said that my cats could go in her house while I was, like, getting a job and a driver's license and acclimating back to going back to America, so they did not like having to share the house with other animals. And when I moved to DC, they stayed over there for one night, and like that was the only time I've ever seen them like hiss at each other. They were like, both their eyes were dilated and they were like, what is going on? We are only children. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I can only imagine that was fun trying to like find them too, like the cat in the haystack. Like, okay, 2 out of 49, let's go. But actually, they probably came running as soon as they heard you.
And my grandma was nice enough to let them have the entire guest room. Like, she boarded it up so that they would just have like their own, like, she tried. She was like, she genuinely loved me. I got really, really offended that time that, well, I broke up with my boyfriend of 3 years, and she was like, but who gets your cats? And I was like, I bought them, or I didn't buy them. I got them when I was in China, and I brought them back from China, and they're my cats. So, they're mine. They stay with me.
At least they got the VIP cat treatment.
Yeah, they're the most spoiled cats in the world. They don't realize it. They're basically like me. Like, I'm the most spoiled in the world, but I always find something to complain about.
Well, my dog used to sleep in bed with me before, and mind you, I know that's probably gross, because dogs are, but probably not always clean. But I mean, I would like wipe his fur down with like, they have like wipes for like dogs where you can like clean, like dry shampoo, but in wipe form too. So I would clean his paws and everything, make sure it was really clean. And then when I had my first son, at that point, I did co-sleeping, so the dog was out. So before I even became allergic to him, he slowly like lost his VIP place, but he had his own couch, like literally his own couch that was just for him. So, and he actually has his own couch now too, so it's not that bad. Like, he's got a whole floor to himself pretty much. The kids play down there. I try not to spend too much time down. Like, I can't sit on anything. I just stand. I'm like that awkward standing person at the party who's like, yeah, hey, and someone's like, you want to sit? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just stand. Not touch anything or not lean on the walls and just look around awkwardly. But yeah, pets are very special. My dog I got him because he had broken a leg with his first owner, and then they had, couldn't afford to like get his leg fixed, and then with the second owner, I think there was like a part-time thing where it was like gonna only be temporary, and then he went to somebody else, and then he got all this other like stomach type stuff. But the weirdest thing was when I took him to the vet the first time, the vet was like very nice and sweet. It was like, oh, I think I met this dog's sister. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah, exactly like the same dog. And she came in for a broken leg, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder if they really were related, if like the original owner like hurt the animals, because like what are the odds that like 2 dogs from the same litter were actually like both had broken legs? It's pretty terrible. That's why I was like, I can never give him back to like a pound or anything.
Yeah, no. It's like you could probably go on better allergy medicine, like up what your like different types, but I guess I'm really lucky that my I'm not allergic to my cats. It wouldn't matter. I would put up with needles in my eyes, the feeling all year round for my cats. So, as long as it wasn't like anaphylactic shock like my mom does, we're good.
Yeah, I think I should just buy stock and Kleenex because I go through about a box a day of tissues. Like, no joke. It's pretty terrible. I get it's like if that's why I can't like really like sit on his couch or anything like that because then it gets worse. But I feel like the kids can pet him a lot. And, I do pet him sometimes. Like I have to just space it out because like again like the hives will get worse. It's yeah. It's pretty terrible. But I feel like he still has a family and he's got a yard and he gets a stupid amount of treats and toys. So it's just I wish I could, cuddle with him more. He's sighing over there. I wish I could put this picture up. Okay, let me try to put this picture up of him playing Monopoly.
Okay. No, I was gonna say something, but during the pandemic, my friend, she sent me a TikTok and she was like, "You have to play this game with your cat." And it was like tic-tac-toe, but they just eat the treats off the tic-tac-toe board and you have to like choose the treats. And I'm like, my cats would eat that stuff so fast. We cannot have this happening. Yeah, sorry tonight's a little random. Hopefully you're still there, Zeller. Haven't heard from you in a bit.
I'm here. My mama's like panting and I can't figure out why she's panting. And it's kind of cooler in here since we're talking about animals. And I mean, she's okay. It's just weird that she's panting, Would that be like a fever? Maybe.
No, I mean, is she thirsty? Like,
I've got water here for her. I mean, she's okay. I'm just worried about her because of her issue, but she's gonna be fine.
yeah, I guess she's just. What do you mean creates not? Anyway,
Are you getting tired, Art?
No, I'm yelling at Midjourney. It's like creates not an argument. I'm like, well, I'm arguing that it is an argument. How do you take that? Also, yes, I am going. I am like multi-streaming this, but I think I'm gonna stop streaming and start heading towards bed soon because
take care of yourself because it's been a lot,
Yeah.
I hear ya. I think after this, I think I'm gonna go to bed too. I just feel like we need to rest so we can be good.
Yeah, and yesterday, like, if I think, like, I was doing the tutorials till late, but if I'm doing high-level stuff like that too late at night, my brain just will not turn off. So that I was up till like 3 a.m, even though I stopped at a decent time. So, yeah, I think like being tired and then also just going to bed and not fighting it is a good option for me. What all are you working on? Has anybody else hired you to do video stuff, Zeller?
Not yet. I know that Hermie and Craig with Meta Rides and Isles of Meta are interested in hiring me, but there's just a lot of brands that are there. It's almost like you and me. We're just starting, and I can feel that happening with other people.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that you and I agreed on doing this, pretty much a lot when we first met.
Yeah, I was like, please, anyone help me. This is amazing.
know.
You're amazing.
Do you have more clips you can send me?
No.
Okay, no pressure. I'm just ready when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell, okay, so I have to give the blog stuff by tomorrow night because she doesn't work on the weekends, which is a totally fair boundary to have. And then I'm going to my nephew's birthday party. Well, I'm going out. I think I have to call my mom, but I was like, can we just go out on Saturday? I can do dinner, I can meet the dog, I can figure out what, because my dad wants to show me like what is the sheep, because they want me to go sheep sitting every once in a while, so they want to show me like how to take care of them. So I mean, woe is me, I'm gonna have to go take care of sheep and play with a cute dog. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that on Saturday, and then they're gonna drop me off at the train station before my nephew's party, because like I do not need to be going to laser tag and to a little kid's party. Like, I'm not even gonna be participating, so I'm just gonna be sitting inside of a building and getting COVID, basically. So
it's you do not have to play laser tag. You clocked in your time, man.
I mean, it's not like I don't enjoy laser tag, but like, I have so much shit going on. This is not helping with the whole, like, I have a bunch of shit to do, and I would really enjoy having an entire weekend to do it.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, I told my boss I'm not working tomorrow or Friday, so, except I do have to, like, 4 hours of meetings I have to go to tomorrow, so there's that. But other than that, I'm not working. And then, so I got, like, 2 extra days, which is nice, but I'm also, like, self-appointed, like, you need to actually get through those training courses, so that I don't actually have extra time. Yeah. So, I think I was giving you excuses, but I was hoping to have more stuff to give you on Sunday. And kind of a funny story, I took a shower before this space, because I was like, I always tell myself I'll take a shower after this space, but then we wind up talking for 4 hours, and then it's 2 a.m, and then I don't take a shower. So, the metaverse, like the middle part, is giving me issues, and I don't know what I want to do with it. So then I was like, well, if you're having trouble with getting things aligned, why don't you just make a bubble dragon? And I was like, how is that easier than whatever I'm doing? But I actually when I got out of the shower, it took me like an hour and a half, but I made 4 bubble dragons. And now there's too many polygons and it won't export, so I have to like rethink it just a little bit. But we're gonna have bubble dragons. They're gonna look really cool.
Are they gonna be like bubble dragons, as in dragons blowing bubbles?
No, they're gonna be dragons made out of bubbles.
Dragons. Wait, dragons what?
So I'm gonna send you the first draft. This won't export, so I can't put it in my metaverse. At least it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't doing it before. Maybe I need to. Oh, hey, it did it now. Okay, give me one moment, and well, maybe a few moments, but I'm gonna get this as a first look in the environment because it's gonna be super cool. If I do say so myself, and I just did. Don't mind me. I was just very bummed that this wouldn't download, but now it is downloading, which is exciting because I still need to put the tails in, but it's gonna look really cool when it's aligned, and I do everything I want to do with it.
I definitely like the idea of dragons. I mean, it's amazing because you haven't even sent me that content yet, and I'm already imagining what I would do with it. That's why I like it's got to be your style. But no, I'm excited because it's almost, Art, you have so many things going on. You definitely need to take care of yourself because the last 2 weeks, that was really hard for me to get through, but I did pretty well considering I was moving myself to Arizona, and I had to consciously just manage every day. And now I feel like I can edit, and work on clips for you. So you're getting there. You're going to get there. But yeah. I'm just worried that you're staying up too late and stuff. That's just me worried about you.
Yeah. So my personal habit before the pandemic was to have a trash sleep schedule during the week, and then literally after work on Friday, just collapse in my bed at 7 p.m. and sleep for like 14 hours, and then just go on, basically just sleep all weekend. So that was my habit. And then my second job was like, you should host a space. And I was like, when? And they were like, Friday nights. And I was like, I'm asleep on Friday nights. And he was like, late Fridays. And I was like, wow, that's not better. And so we compromised. And then I was going somewhere with this, but not really. I was like, okay, well, 7 p.m. on Friday nights, we'll do this. And then, I will sleep afterwards. And then people keep, the way that my spaces usually work for that are, people don't come in right away. They space themselves out. So then I wind up just having a good conversation with people on a rolling basis. So it's almost like I scheduled them to be interviewed. So I just wind up talking until midnight anyway. So what is this doing? Oh, okay. It's like, I'm just waiting for this to update. It takes a couple of minutes. And then I will show you. And then I will be anyway, Jen, what is that new idea you had? You had a side project thing. Very excited for you.
I don't know if Jen's there. Jen? She's got kids, right?
I think she has connection issues more so.
Oh, connection issues. Okay. I might go here soon, Art, but I want to, just because I want to shower and go to bed, which is, I think, what you're going to do.
Yeah. I want this thing to
You want to put it up at the top? Is that what we're waiting for you to load it and then put it up in the Jumbotron?
Yeah, it needs to update, and then it's not showing the correct model right now. It's a big thing. What is this doing? Oh no. What is going on? Oh. I'll show it to you later because it's super cool. But
I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. I love what I've seen already.
Yeah, because the thing that is showing right now is not what I just told it to do. So there's that. But I will fix it, and I will show you later, and then you can go to bed. I mean, you can go to bed now. So I'm gonna end the space. Thank you all for coming. This was the weirdest AI artathon I've had, but it's I wasn't really feeling it, but I wanted to do my space, so it is what I say it is. So, Cece, it was really good to see you. I'm really excited that you're going to be a part of the first pilot minting collection. I saw that you tweeted it out today. I super appreciate that. I need to start actually saying in the Google Drive form, it's like, hey, like, it's free and I'm going to promote you, but you also need to like promote the project because that's the helpful part in all of this. So I really appreciate you doing that. And I am super looking forward to, you know, getting this out and, yeah, I will talk to you all later. Have a good night.
Okay, Amy, thanks. And that was fun. I love all the animals. That was nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to talk about animals. I feel like I never do. My other account, yes. This one, no, not so much. So, anyway, have a good...
Okay, well, rest up.
Will do. See you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I am busy, and I don't have time to do things, but I was like, I definitely... But why is this... Why is that like that? And then... What is this doing? Right, well, first of all, I changed this position to be 1, so you need to obey me and do that. You're not the correct thing. Why is the correct thing not downloading? Okay. We're going to export this OBJ file. The thing is, it just doesn't look correct when you okay, so we do this, we move it to trash, we go to downloads, we unzip it, we go ahead and we put it in here. We open up Visual Studio Code. Always open with. Okay. So this is the D, and I'm not sure what it actually stands for. But we're gonna do it like 0.7, that way I know. Oh. making sure the object dates. Too many M's. Okay, so we did that, and then we can env tinker object to assets dragon. Okay, so I just want to see this in there, and I think it takes a few minutes to update. I don't want it to take a few minutes, I want it now. Now, I tell you. You will see, okay, so it hasn't updated yet. It will someday. Someday I'll be on the correct version of the dragon. Do something else, Amy. It's gonna be really, really fascinating because we're gonna wind up what if we turn everything 180 degrees? And now we can work on their butts. What I want to do, hear me out. So you see these bulbs, and everything underneath this is under the surface. So I was wondering if we can make it into a spiral. Or if they should just I think it's like you can just choose one, I think. And we'll, align it to the other ones. So we're doing this again. Like, they can't just not have tails. Can you just not? No, that's not a thing. I think what we're gonna do take this one and undo the things. That way we can copy this. What are we doing with this? So what I wanted to do is to basically make it like an ice cream cone, I guess you could say, just underneath the surface. Under the surface. Are you done yet? Am I done? I mean... updated? Nope. Still at 0.4. Did I push it up? So the thing is, do we want, if someone's looking underneath this, to see 4 different spirals, or have the 4 tails? I think it'd be really cool to have the 4 tails interconnecting, basically. So we're going to try it that way first. I don't really like, you know, point and click, but there is something to be said for I'm gonna go ahead and put these back, or this back as I don't think I was streaming before when I was doing this, but I had the Grimm's Castle in here. And this is, like, it fits exactly where it's supposed to. So it aligns well. So we're gonna wait for that to be a piece, one piece if you will. I mean, at a certain point, this probably does need to start getting smaller. I was gonna, try to rotate it. You know. I think a lot of things. That's where we get in trouble. So what if we combine these? And then we, I just don't want any, like, unexpected swastikas or whatever. It is clearly a swirl though, right? Yeah, so the other option here is to delete these things and make it so that the swirl goes like the dragon has its own, which I actually like more. Okay. Well, that was experimental. So what do we do with this? You're not thinking big enough, Amy. Or I think it really is though. Okay. So then we do like literally eyeball a perfect circle, Amy. It's definitely how this works. That's probably good. Okay. Um, Is it 999? 10? Okay, fine. So we'll just say this is an 8. Honestly, the bigger you make the circle, the easier it is to put the tail in. I'm just saying. Um, seven and 5. Sorry, there's not even any music. I need to do other things if I'm going to be doing this, but Okay, and hear me out though. This is cool and all, but what if the tail came back down and we had the end of the tail? What does the end of a dragon's tail look like? Which one did I? Also, since we're here and I didn't feel like doing anything. We're gonna do these as a part of this. I need to use fast hours and did not do that. Generate. Let me complete this particular thought and then put it off to the side. It's gonna be super cool once I get it actually, you know. Okay, 90, is it this one that's minus 45, or is it the other one that should be minus 45? We'll see. Did that rotate it the wrong way? Pretty sure that is rotated the wrong way, but it's hilarious, so we will take, that actually is really cool, honestly. We're just gonna take as many pictures of this as we need. That was not the 45 degrees. This one goes back to 90. And this is 45. So, where's the position on this thing? Well, this certainly is going to be super cool because we're going to put a bulb, an orb, in the claw here that has an image, and it's gonna look super cool. So let's get this scaled right. Is it scaled right? I think it's scaled correctly. Maybe just huge and overwhelming. Oh no, see, it's as tall as the tallest tower. And look at that halfway. Oh, see? Much better. Okay, and hear me out. And hear me out. We can take the tails and have the tails come up like fish, mermaids, and they could just be like the landmarks here to split up the ground floor. This feels like a moment where you take something off. I think it just kind of needs to be to the right and just a little forward. gives it a little texture, a little personality. Is 2 worse or better? This is like getting an eye exam. I think it's worse. Is -2 better or worse? I think it mostly needs to go left and right. Okay, so 2 -2 is moving it back and forth, left and right, so and then 2. Okay. We're going to have to take 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe, out of the picture. One, two, four. Pretty sure 3's in here somewhere. One, two, 3, 4. 147 is actually pissing me off, so... Pretty sure none of these need to be a thing anymore. Okay. Um... So, okay. Unsure why it is taking me so long to orient myself. What is it at 0, 0, 0? So 0, 0, 0 means this goes in, this goes in. This one is not really in, but sure. So we're going to do left and right first. So 5. think that might be enough. And then is it too far to me or too far? Yes. Pretty sure it's going to be something like 2. And then so which one is it that is being a jerk? because I'm doing things fast. I have to get, did I do it here? So the deal with the backup phrases is that, yeah, so the deal with the backup phrases was that, I was not sure if people were going to show up to my first one, so I just saved a bunch of ones that I liked the outputs, and then, people showed up and it was great, so I just haven't had a chance to, like, so this is going to go, so it goes do, and then this, somehow this is the least pressing issue, and yet here I am, 12:30 in the morning, so yeah, basically we're gonna curve this up so that it does a thing, and then it will, right where this claw is here, that's ground level, so we will have the tail be like a cone or something. We'll figure out the tail. Oh, I think they fixed that. It was downloaded for a really long time. I was angry. How are we doing with this? How mid-journey of you? We'll pretend this was a part of it. Ooh, that's nice. All the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. Oh, what a game. Oh, what a rain it would be. I'd stand outside with my arms mouth open wide. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. Oh, what a rain it would be. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. Oh, what a rain it would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops over the rain, it would be. There's other choruses, but I don't remember. That was always my favorite. Flee, 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 fly, flow, flee, fly, flow. Kumla, 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 vista. Oh, no, 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 not the vista. Vista, vista. Una mini, what, una mini, what. Ich will up, dort be bop, but it not, why not? Shh. I mean, basically. It depends on how. So what are we advertising as ground floor? Yeah, so it's basically just the claw. I might re-download the dragon and get the tail back. I don't remember what the dragon tail looks like. Or another dragon's tail. Okay, so just so you know where the plane is, not like PLA. Well, I guess it is like PLA any. It's a different type of plane though. What did this look like? Like, what did the... I don't remember what the tail looked like. But, I mean, I liked it. Looks busy. Does it need to just be bigger? Because we can make everything bigger. No, we can't. I spent too much time doing the spirals. Getting those coordinates right. We can make the dragon shorter. If not, you know. The only objection here is that the dragon's toes and the spirals are not very far away from each other. I'm gonna get off of this and